push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Escaping the pressure right.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
This is Homer. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing is Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it'll be 3rd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice intercept.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson. He goes underneath to Freeman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down at the 28. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
They keep it on the ground.
down. This time it's Penny. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They go play action now. Wilson on the move to his left. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Touchdown! Travis Homer, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Watch the check. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, alert. Switch. Hey, check Mike 6.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Touch 50. 12.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Homer. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Again, it's Homer. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. On 3rd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell, and he's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Carson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Penny. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Check 50. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Left side complete to Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. On third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson gets it off to Freeman. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to let it go for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
They'll run this with Homer. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chill to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd and 6.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
Here's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the more I think of, here's opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down.
Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo.
This one caught by Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's
go. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mostert.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jermichael Hasty
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, switch gears. Check three.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Room here to run. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
65 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
He's second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. That's caught out right by Jennings.
And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Nice play call right there, and off the play action fake, he bootlegged out to his right, and I really like the patience he showed handling the fake to make the defense buy it. Then I love how he zeroed in on his man coming all the way across the formation and stuck it on him for a nice gain.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Goal and the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Final shot here before half. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 52, 25, check 25, check 25. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
To throw is Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
104 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Mostert.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hasty.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Jermichael Hasty.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. This is Homer. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Wilson. And he finds Penny. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From down at the 12, it's 1st and in. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo.
They'll roll him out right.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Again, it's Penny. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Power. Check 31, check 31. Check.
A handoff to Penny. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's bring it. Hey, work. Check it back.
They'll try and run for it. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this 2nd half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the 2nd half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What,
it's football. Exactly. They named a game for it. Take care of it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Mostert a 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. That'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now on 2nd down, Garoppolo. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And down to the 28-yard line.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Undercut, one, Omaha. Set. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all...
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest.